Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the AndyCine C7. This 7-inch touchscreen field monitor retails for roughly $270. I'll include a link in the description. And I just received it for review purposes, and I'm excited because I think this may set a new standard for budget field monitors. And that's because, again, at that $270 price point, you will be hard-pressed to find anything similar to this. Now, Field World does make a similar monitor, a little bit different, not going to stray over to that too much, but essentially this just builds on the A6 Plus that I have here on the left on top of my A7R Mark II, and that is a good thing by literally every measure. So basically what we have here, again, is a larger version of that A6 Plus, but with much higher brightness as well as battery capacity. So right here on the bottom, you can see 4K throughput, touchscreen, 3D LUTs, OCR, HDMI in and out, and DC out. If you want to power your camera using the battery on the monitor, you can do that. Not that that's a new thing, but certainly still good to see. On the other side of the packaging, we have more of the actual features of the monitor in terms of false colors, vector scope, peaking, all of that kind of stuff. And I expected to see that, but again, the beauty of this is its size and brightness, and then overall flexibility. So let's get this out of the box. Let's see what it looks like. I'm pretty sure this also comes with a case, which is nice. That's something that I remember the first AndyCine field monitor I reviewed came with a case, and I don't think the A6 Plus had as nice, I don't even remember right now if it did have a case or not, but I just remember my first impression being that they did a really nice job on packaging and throwing in that case. So we have some more packaging here. The AndyCine WeMax seal. Let's crack that. It's on both sides. And again, for $270, I just don't see how you're going to find something that will really directly compete with this right now in the field monitor space. The build on this is plastic. That's why I say it is very much so an evolution of the A6 Plus. So we've got our paperwork. That's the first thing we hit out of the box, which is our user guide, cleaning cloth, AndyCine promo material, and then here is the actual carry case, which I have to say is pretty sharp. Like that already. Nothing negative to say about that. I like the color scheme. Fit and finish is nice, and it's just great that you've got it all in a little carry bag here with a strap. So like that already. Didn't have to be there. This also has, I believe, capacity for 2 batteries, so that's another advantage it has, but it may not be just an advantage, it may be necessary for that 2200 nits of brightness. That's something, of course, that I'll find out as I get to use it and review it. So let's start with the accessories on the top here. It looks like we've got 1 battery here, and these are, Sony NPs, for those of you that are wondering. This is a 4,400 milliamp hour rated battery. We've got a charger. So it looks like this is going to be able to operate on a single battery, which is a good thing. I do wonder, though, if we'll get full performance. Let me get all of the accessories out of here. And I have not seen any coverage of this online at all in terms of any other YouTube coverage, no reviews, no unboxings, nothing. So we've got a micro to Type A USB cable. We have a bracket for mounting this, just as we did right here with the A6 Plus, and generally does the job. Then we've got some HDMI cables. This is I believe, a mini HDMI to full-size HDMI. So you basically have everything covered in terms of your basis for what you will probably need in order to drive this with your camera of choice. So that's certainly good. And the fact that it has pass-through is nice. I mean, not all monitors have that, especially when you get into the budget realm. So to have the 4K pass-through, I mean, that's what you expect, but they don't always have it. But it's definitely nice that it's part of the package here. And now we have the monitor itself, which again, plastic build. Let's see, does this actually detach? No, it doesn't, so I just got to pop this out. But full HD resolution. Boy, this is in there tight, isn't it? Let's see, I'm having a problem with this guy. It's really wedged in there. I got to get in there for leverage somehow, and I'm not sure exactly how. There we go. And there it is. Let's see what we're working with. All right, so very similar, as I was saying, to the A6 Plus, and I really mean that in terms of fit and finish, nearly identical. You can see the SDI ports here are not utilized, and that's one of the key differences between this and the Feel World competing product that is out there. That's the other monitor on the market that's very comparable to this. Here is where they would have their SDI ports. On this AndyCine monitor, no SDI ports. So if you're looking for SDI, you're not going to find it here. We have mounting right here, DC out, DC in, HDMI out, HDMI in. You can see that right there very clearly. And dual battery slots there. So really this does give you the ability, in my opinion, if it doesn't require both batteries, not only for longer shoots, but also you're going to be able to, with a dummy battery, power your camera of choice. And the dummy batteries are not expensive, for those of you that are wondering. 2 quick release buttons for the batteries there on the sides, your SD card slot for your 3D LUTs, another mounting point. Up at the top, we have a menu jog dial right there, an LED status light, and then a function 1, 2, and 3 button here flanking the left side. So overall, in terms of build quality, it's pretty much what I was expecting. Got another button here, which is the power button. And then you have a 3.5mm headphone jack right here for monitoring. So as I was saying, in terms of the actual fit and finish, it is what I expected. Let's go ahead and throw a battery in and see whether or not we actually get any power. It looks like we are going to have power. So let me go ahead and hit that power button right here. Little LED notification there. It's green. It should come on. And I can already see the brightness. So that is obviously one of the main selling points of this. I don't have this connected to a camera right now, but you can be sure I will be doing a follow-up on this, is that with that 2200 nits, when you're outdoors, you are not going to have any issue. In fact, you may have noticed it doesn't come with a shade. So no sunshade, and there's a reason. It's because with this level of brightness, you don't need one. That's the beauty. So while the A6 Plus I have over here has a shade mount on it already, ready with the Velcro. That's because you'll need a shade mount with the A6 Plus. With this, you're not going to need it. If I go ahead and just jump into the menu, you can already see that brightness. Again, I'm trying to get it into focus for you. And it's really, really bright. And I haven't even checked if brightness is all the way up. And remember, this is touchscreen, as I said, so it's really a matter of your personal preference. I think that in general, most people are going to want to use the touchscreen. I'm just toggling here to see what we get in terms of functions right out of the box. And I'm just excited because this is going to be a little bit of a game changer for me in terms of usage, because I do plan on using this for more application on camera and being able to see myself as opposed to traditional shoots. And the fact that I can actually take this outdoors is just a bonus. So excited. I will, of course, report back to all of you. There's the old double tap brings up the whole menu. And, we'll see how it does. I have a good feeling about this monitor. I mean, between its brightness, price point, I think it's going to be very hard for anyone to knock this out of the box in terms of its feature set and overall capability. Again, it just, also knowing AndyCine, the quality of their products, I feel confident in saying that this is going to be my new go-to for all of my shooting. Any questions or comments, especially outdoors, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. And please stay safe. Later.